Hey guys, welcome back to League of Our Own. I'm Adrian, and this is it. This is the big vintage PSA card reveal. Thank you to Adam's Card Closet. You guys be sure to go check out his channel. He's got an amazing channel. He's got an amazing collection. Every single one of these cards is his. We've got a 50 card vintage PSA slabbed. Almost all 50. A couple didn't make it. Mostly Hank Aaron cards. There's a few other greats in here as well. 50 of them. We're going to get right to it. They're in no particular order. These are fresh out of the box. Let's get rolling. All right. Starting off with a 1964 Hank Aaron. Got a 1.5. I think Adam picked up a lot of these at the National for good prices. The next one here is a 1963 Hank Aaron, 2.5. You can see some of the, the corners and stuff. They're vintage cards. They were handled. All right, next up, 1968 Hank Aaron All-Star card. Got a 2.5. Adam's Card Closet is a big Braves fan, huge Chipper Jones collection, and he's also got a very large Hank Aaron collection. Next up, 1962 Hank Aaron, got a 4. Here we go, 1960 Topps Willie Mays, this got a 2. Love the 1960 set. Very cool. 1968 Topps NL RBI Leaders, got a 3. Oh, here we go. 1960 Topps Bob Clemente. Got a 1. You guys know this is Roberto Clemente, of course. Well, if you don't know that, that's what they put him on. This card, they used to put Bob early on before they did Roberto. So, God, such a good looking card. So I know some of you, maybe you're new and you're saying, wow, these are getting a lot of good grades. Or a lot of low grades. That's kind of, for the most part, what you're going to get with vintage, and kind of give you an idea of how hard it is, especially with vintage, to get high grades on them, and then why they cost so much money when you see them in a high grade. All right, next up, 1969 Hank Aaron Topps, got a 3. We've got a 1966 Topps NL Batting Leaders with Clemente, Aaron, and Mays on there. 3 Hall of Famers, 3 amazing Hall of Famers. Such a cool card there. All right, next up, we've got 67 Home Run Leaders. Hank Aaron, Richie Allen, and Willie Mays. Next up is the 1966 Hank Aaron. Got a 2.5. Here's a cool one I hadn't seen before. This is a 1965 Topps Embossed Hank Aaron. There you go, get a good look of how that looks. It's got a 4. Got another 1968 Topps Hank Aaron, getting a 3. Here we go with a 1961 Hank Aaron, getting a 4. Ooh, look at that. 1960 Hank Aaron, got a 4. Love the 1960 set. Beautiful. Color on these is gorgeous. All right, here's another 68. This got a 1. You can see a pretty good crease on that one. So PSA was running a deal, so I think it was $15 a card. Good deal on 1960s cards, so that's why Adam just sent, he wanted all these slabbed up. This is 1969, got a 1.5, so he was taking advantage of that deal. All right, next up, another 1960, getting a 1 on this one. Oh, here we go. 1968, a Mickey Mantle. Change it up a little bit. We got 2.5 on that. And the last one of this batch is a 1968 Topps NL RBI Leaders. This got a 3 with Orlando Cepeda, Roberto Clemente, and Hank Aaron. Cool, cool. All right, if you guys are making it this far, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for me. We're going to get into the next stack here. Next up, 1965 Hank Aaron. Got a 2. 1964 RBI Leaders. I'm sorry, 1964 Topps, but it's the 1963 RBI leaders. We got Hank Aaron on there, along with Ken Boyer and Bill White. He's got a 5. Next up, 1963 Bombers Best, Tress Mantle Richardson. This got a 4. This is a very cool card. Just dig the pose with the bats on this one. Very cool. All right, next up, another Willie Mays, 1966 Topps. It's got a 2. Another one of the 1960s cards of Sandy Koufax. It's got a 1. And we've got a 1968, another 1968 Topps, 4. Adam sent in quite a few of these, so I don't know if this is like maybe one of his favorites or he just happened to have a lot of them, but very cool. Next up is 1963 Topps, the NL batting leaders for 1962. These are kind of cool, the kind of like cut out heads. Here we've got Hank Aaron down here, Stan Musial, Tommy Davis, Frank Robinson, and Bill White. This got a 1. All right, next up, 1963 Topps, the Power Plus with Ernie Banks and Hank Aaron. This got a 2. This one was kind of surprising because these corners were really rounded. You'll see the next. I've got another one coming up, and this one gets a 4. And the corners are much sharper on this, but you can see cut off, off center quite a bit. But that, that's pretty common with the vintage, and I'm by no means a vintage expert at all. This was just cards that, like I said, he wanted to get shipped in. And speaking of which, these ones I had to look up and really make sure I was submitting them correctly. 1962 Post Serial Hand Cut Hank Aaron. This got a 3. So this is actually like cut off a cereal box, I believe. So that's really neat. All right, 1968 Topps, the NL home run leaders. 67, this got a 2. We got Hank Aaron, Jim Wynn, Willie McCovey, Ron Santo. Very nice. We've got another one of those. This one got a 3. Cool. And we got 1961 Topps, the NL home run leaders from 1960. That's a good looking card. This got a 2. We got Ernie Banks on there, Hank Aaron, Eddie Matthews, and Boyer. Just a really cool looking card. Another one of those. This one got a 6. So that last one got a 2. This one got a 6. So that's a nice little jump there. Let's take a look. The corners definitely. The way it's cut. This one's really rounded, but I noticed in the back the colors. This one's a little bit like way more faded. This one's got a lot cleaner color to it. A little sharper. So nice. All right, we've got another one of the 1961 Post Serial hand cut. This one got a 5. What did the last one get? This one got a 3. So this is, I could tell the last one, this white is a lot whiter on this one, and the back is a lot cleaner looking. So very cool. 1961 Topps Hank Aaron, the MVP card. This got a 4. Beautiful color on these. That's a really cool looking one. And we got 1964 Topps NL batting leaders. This got a 5. We got Tommy Davis on top there. Hank Aaron's down on the corner here. Roberto Clemente and Dick Grote on this one as well. Got 64 RBI leaders. That's 64 Topps 1963 RBI leaders. We got Hank Aaron, Ken Boyer, Bill White. I think we saw this one earlier. This one got a 7. This might be the highest grade of all of them here. So the white is nice and white on this one. Good looking card. Here we go with another Powers Plus. This one got a 2. You can see the cut on this is quite OC left to right and top to bottom. In the back, there you go. Oh, and there's another one. This one got a 2.5. All right, now let's get into the last box here. Guys, definitely let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think of grading vintage cards. Do you like vintage cards? Do you like Hank Aaron? Let me know. Let me know all your questions, thoughts, and concerns. All right, in this one, we've got the cards, a couple cards that they did not grade. So they gave reasons. Okay, so this was I looked this one up. It's a hand-cut 1968 bazooka, but PSA couldn't determine if it was authentic. So just to... Dang, that's a bummer, because that was kind of a cool card. I remember this one now. But anyways, they couldn't determine that it was authentic, so they won't holder it, they won't grade, nothing. So sorry about that one, Adam. I just don't have the expertise to have known that. I had to look. It took me a minute to look up this card, let alone to figure out if it was authentic or not. There was no way I was going to know that, but maybe there's a possibility. Adam wasn't sure either, and that's why he sent it in. 50 of these vintage cards, and for 2 of them to come back not holdered, I guess not too bad, I guess. The other one, okay, this other one here is a 1962 All-Star card, the Sporting News card, and they're saying that it was below, didn't meet the minimum size requirement, so they thought maybe it was trimmed, which I feel like that's, from stuff I've read, that's hard to do with vintage, but it's obvious to me, like, look at this. We're obviously not going for, like, a 10 on this. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think of that. I don't know enough to make a comment. I just kind of was looking at this, like, annoys me. It's like, if you're going to give me the minimum size, you're going to dock me for the minimum size requirement. I would think that would have to do with it being trimmed. And if I'm trimming it, I want it to look perfect. That's not the one I'm going to trim and send in. That's just my thought, but maybe there's more to it. So let me know what you guys think. I don't know. Sorry, Adam. Lame. All right. Last few ones here. I'm not sure why they didn't grade this one. I don't know why they didn't grade this one. This is a 1963 Post serial Hank Aaron hand cut. They just authenticated it. They said it was authenticated or authentic. Tell me why they wouldn't give it a number grade then. And then in that case, if that was the case, like, why wouldn't you just authenticate this one? If you did it with this one, does it have to do with the hand cut? It must, right? Like I said, let me know what you think. All right, that's the end of that. Here we go with a 1964 Topps NL home run leaders. We got Hank Aaron, Willie McCovey, Cepeda, Willie Mays, the 1963 home run leaders. Freaking awesome. That got a 3. We have a 1965 Topps of the 1964 batting leaders. Roberto Clemente presented on top there. We got Rico Carty on the bottom left and Hank Aaron on the bottom right. Both for the Milwaukee Braves there. It's got a 3. And we got a 1965 Topps. Hank Aaron got a 1. Good looking card. Still good looking to me, but I know it gets the grade because of the edges, the corners, the cut. Way off center here. I'm sure there's a lot more surface stuff on there, but hard to see. Look, the card still looks beautiful to me. All right, then we've got another 1968 Topps. This one got a 2. Next up, 1960 Willie Mays again. This one got a 2. Beautiful color on this card. Good looking. Oh, and there's another one right behind it. This one's a 1. Color is definitely different. Corners are, a little bit more sweaty on this one. And then last but not least, we got a 1962 Sandy Koufax. This got a 1. You can see the corners and such there. Anyways, this was a super fun, amazing vintage card order. Thank you so much, Adam, for having me do this. These 50 cards, that took a lot longer. I want to say it usually takes about 2 to 3 months to get my bulk orders back from PSA. This took an extra month at least. So, but still a fun experience. Gotta love the vintage. Yes, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.